Hey guys, what's up? JWhisp here and welcome to episode 12 of the Minecraft 1.17 Hardcore Survival Let's Play. Here we are back in the world. In the last episode, we successfully defeated the Ender Dragon, we got the egg, and we also got ourselves an elytra in the process. So we're definitely doing really good. We also had some extra mending books, so I plopped it on the elytra. I'm not sure where, oh, there's the egg. I'll just leave it there for now. Doesn't matter, I don't really need it. But there we go, we got the elytra. I have a few fireworks here, and we also do have a totem of undying still. We have not had to use it. But in this episode, I want to make myself a lot more fireworks. I think I want to be using this elytra a lot, and for that, we're definitely going to need a lot of fireworks. And to get fireworks, we need paper and gunpowder, both of which should be pretty easy to get with two simple farms. An AFK automatic sugarcane farm, and an AFK automatic creeper gunpowder farm. Both of these are pretty easy to make, and I'm gonna make two pretty big versions of them. I already made a pretty small sugarcane farm over here. You know, it's just, you know, a piston and an observer. Once the observer sees the sugarcane grow, it pushes the sugarcane into the hopper and into the chest. I'm pretty much gonna be using this same design, but just making it a lot bigger. This is the design right here. You just have to put the redstone right there, and that's pretty much it. It's a really simple design, but yeah, I'm gonna take this one down because I'm gonna build a much bigger farm, but I'm pretty much gonna use this same design to build a giant sugarcane farm, and then also we will make a creeper gunpowder farm. That should give us all the materials we need to pretty much make a ton of firework rockets and ultimately, you know, be able to use our elytra a lot. The other thing I want to do, I'm not sure if I'll do it in this video or at least sometime soon, is on top of this cave I want to make a giant hole, but decorate it and make it look nice somehow, and it'll pretty much be an entrance slash exit to this, you know, underground base area. But I can use my elytra to get in and out. That way it's just a really quick entrance and exit to this whole area. You know, I won't really have to worry too much about climbing up tons of stairs. Since we are at negative 56, we have to walk up to like positive Y level 64 just to get to the surface. It is a bit faster if I just, you know, swim up this little water chute I created. But I don't want this here forever because it looks kind of bad, this random chute of water in the middle of my base. And so I think our best bet is just to create a little elytra hole. But we would have to do tons of digging for that. So that's probably something I'll do off camera or in the future. But anyways, let me show you guys how to make some of these farms. So the sugarcane farm is really easy to make. All you really need is dirt, water, sugarcane, some chests, some hoppers, you know, pistons, observers, redstone, glass is optional, and then a building block. Now the reason I didn't give any specific numbers is because you can do what I did earlier and make this block, or this farm, literally one block. You know, you could have it one block of sugarcane, you can make it 5 blocks, you can make it 10, you can make it 7, you could realistically make it as long as you want. But I'm gonna make it 5 blocks just because I feel like that's a pretty easy number. So I'm just gonna place my first layer here, and then outside of this, I'm gonna use some polished blackstone bricks just because I have so much blackstone from mining so much underneath. Plus, I want to be able to, I don't know, I really like blackstone. I want to use a lot of it. I think it's a really nice block, and so I want to, you know, mess around with it as much as I can. So there we go, we have our water so that our sugarcane can then be placed, and then we need to place some temporary blocks here. Take our pistons, place our pistons facing this direction so that it will push the sugarcane, and then on top of the pistons, we will place our observers from behind. That way the observers are facing forward and they can see the sugarcane grow, just like that. So then behind that, we're gonna place a layer of our building block right behind the pistons, and then right on top of that, we are going to place some redstone, just like that. And once you've done that, you are pretty much done with the farm. I mean, something like this is a functional farm. It will work. I'm going to use some building blocks though and just kind of build around it to sort of contain the farm, make it look a little better, and also sort of contain a lot of the drops in the area. If you really wanted to, you don't need a ton of hoppers. You could just use one with a chest, like right here, for example. But I'm going to use a lot of hoppers just because I have a lot of iron. I have a lot of chests. I don't really care. But place it like that. And, let's do this. I'll just place the hopper going into the chest, just like this. But down here, you know, instead of hoppers, you could use water to flow the items. You could use a minecart system. I've seen a lot of people do that. That works really well. I think I'm going to move this chest forward one more block. Let's see. Just because I have the extra hopper, we can do that. And then obviously, you know, you can put more chests. I'm just going to leave this single chest for now. And then once we're here, this is pretty much the farm. You've pretty much built it. Now the reason I have glass and I said it was optional is just because I like to cover the front of this farm in glass, just so I can actually see what's going on. I can see the sugarcane growing. Plus, I think these farms look pretty cool. I've never built it out of blackstone. I usually use stone brick, but I don't know. Let's test it out. Let's see how blackstone looks with the farm. And then, you know, on this first level, we can just place our glass, stuff like that. If you wanted to, you could actually place the glass directly on top of the chest, since you can open a chest if it's under glass. But there you go. Let's grab this blocks. I didn't mean to do that. That's pretty much the farm. Now, the other good thing about this, the reason I have some extra materials, is it's super easy to add multiple layers to this farm and make it as big as you want. Commonly, I see people make this farm either 5 blocks long or 7 blocks long, and then continue to add layers. So then right here, what I'll probably do is right above this, you know, add another dirt layer, and then on top of the observers, we will have, oh, I need to actually grab some more of the water. Where is it? We can do this. I believe this should be pretty much an infinite water source. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're all set. Let's build back up here. We can just place the water, and it's pretty much just repeating the same process over and over again. You can make this as big as you want. Now that they've, you know, extended the world height quite a bit, you could realistically, you know, make this farm all the way from negative wide level 64 all the way to like 264 up top, and make this farm literally hundreds of blocks tall. But I don't think anyone would really need that much sugarcane unless they have a lot of villagers and they're trying to make a you know, a lot of paper to trade with villagers. I guess I would understand this, but I'm gonna make this, you know, just 3 blocks tall, like I was saying, or not 3 blocks, but 3 layers tall, and that should pretty much be good for me. I don't think I'll really need a farm much bigger than that. I don't need tons of sugarcane. I just want a little bit of sugarcane so that I can make some paper for some firework rockets. It should be pretty easy for me. I definitely won't need a lot. But there we go. We have the pistons. We'll do the observers. Yeah, this farm's so simple, though. It's so easy. Honestly, though, like sometimes, like I did in this world, at the beginning of a world, I'll make this farm just 1 block because it's so easy and I can get a lot of sugarcane super easily that way. You know, just for some early villager trades, it makes life really easy. And after I place this, there we go. We have the 2nd layer finished. So I'm going to take my time now and finish the 3rd layer of this, and I'll be right back with you guys once we're done. Alright, and there we go. The 3 layers of the sugarcane farm are complete. And all I really need to do is probably AFK here for a couple hours, and I should definitely get more than enough sugarcane. But yeah, this is pretty easy. I've also, you know, a lot of people still in the Minecraft community. This myth has been around for years, ever since the early days of Minecraft. But people seem to think that sugarcane grows faster on sand. And I've tested this, other people have tested this, it's just not true. Sugarcane grows the same speed on sand and dirt. Plus, some people have tried to, you know, I've seen people make this farm out of sand, and then they have to end up, you know, placing more blocks down here, and it kind of messes up the observer, and it ends up, you know, making this farm take many more resources. So I would just use dirt, makes it a lot easier. But yeah, there we go. Next step, time for the gunpowder creeper farm. Alright, well, it's time for the creeper gunpowder farm. Now, I did want to make this one also out of blackstone, but I used up pretty much all my blackstone from this. I got a decent amount when I was mining around in the nether, but I'm pretty much out. However, I have stacks and stacks of deep slate and tons of coal and stuff like that, so it's pretty easy to make a lot of deep slate. And now when I'm thinking about it, I made this build out of deep slate, so maybe I should also make this farm out of deep slate. I don't know. I'll do some decorative work later once I finish the creeper farm. But with this creeper farm, I've made this design so many times on my channel before that I feel like I don't really want to give a tutorial again. I've made probably 4 or 5 videos on the same design, and so I'm just going to link some down below, and you can follow those other videos of mine. They'll probably be a lot easier to follow. So I'm just going to make this really fast. I have all the materials. It's pretty simple to make, but once I'm finished with it, I'll be right back with you guys.
2,000 years later.
Bam! And with the magic of editing, we have the creeper farm. I have a little area here to sort of watch the creepers, and of course I made a little room down here to collect all of their loot. Didn't take too long. Honestly, the longest part of making this whole farm was 2 cats are required, and so thankfully I had a lot of cats in my base down, you know, down underground, because we have so many villagers, they just spawn cats, and so I tamed them with a lot of the salmon I had, but I had to bring them all the way up here, which definitely took a long time. But there we go. Up in the sky currently I have a Let's equip our Totem of Undying just in case. I have a small little AFK platform because you do need to be about 120 blocks above this farm, or at least away from this farm, for this thing to work properly. But while we're up here AFKing for the creepers, it should also work for the sugarcane farm, since that is still loaded in. I can just hide in here, AFK, pretty much as long as I want. I just put a little roof above my head and made this, just because we don't want anything like phantoms or anything attacking us. But this will work as our nice little AFK farm, and this should work for any farm I make in this area. I think, you know, down underground is mostly going to be like decorations, like our cave base. We're going to get started on some cave base, you know, builds soon. Those will look really nice, but up here we're going to have a lot of our farms and whatnot, just stuff like that. And then I also do want to work a little bit on decorating some of this, just because I want these farms to not only, you know, be functional, but I want them to look nice. I want them to sort of fit in. I still will decorate this area up here. It doesn't look the best right now, but currently, do I have any creepers? Nah, I don't think so. But currently, you know, I just have like this little setup. It doesn't look too good, but it's just here so that I try to keep this lit up. I try to keep enemies away. I also don't know how this zombified piglin has been here a while. I don't know how. I don't know, maybe a pig got struck by lightning or something. I don't think there's any nether portals around here. Pretty sure my only nether portal's underground. I don't know. Maybe it came from our nether portal at our old house. I'm not sure. But there we go. We have the 2 farms, and with just, you know, a couple hours of AFKing, I should be able to get a lot of sugarcane, a lot of gunpowder. How's this farm going? That farm took quite a while. Oh, okay. We got some sugarcane growing. Oh, we have 16 in here already. Okay, awesome. Yeah, because that farm took a decent amount of time to make, so I was hoping we would at least have some sugarcane, so that's good. I think I was thinking about it, might turn this farm into deep slate. I might need to make some more deep slate bricks because I don't have too many left over, but I think it would look nicer if everything up here was deep slate, because I really like this entrance to the underground cave village we made, and so I want to sort of keep this theme. A lot of deep slate using the soul fire. I think the blue fire is really nice. I think it looks really cool, and so I think I want to sort of continue that that theme with the farms here. So one thing I love to do when making farms like this is to add some campfires around it. I feel like it gives it a really nice and cool sort of industrial-ish look. Let's break a few of these slabs here and figure out where I want to put this. I could put like a hay bale and then a camp. Oh, we have a creeper. Okay, I guess he's trying to wander his way to the hole. I didn't see him. That scared me. But I could just place the campfire directly. I don't really need the hay bale, I guess. And we still have our silk touch pick. And then I usually just, you know, do something like this. Where's the slabs? Place blocks all around the campfire. And what happens is, with the campfire, when you look at it from a distance, it looks like there's steam, and I really like how it gives the farm sort of an industrial or factory style look. Oh, I hear a creeper. Oh, one just died. I heard him. I don't know, I feel like I really like the look of the smoke coming up. I think the smoke is plenty high. I grabbed some hay bales in case I wanted to make the smoke go a bit higher, but honestly, I think this is just fine how it is. So I think I placed it there, and then on the 4 corners, we had a block like that, right? And then we placed the slabs around just like this. I think it definitely looks really good from afar. I could have gone with the soul fire like I did with that other build, but I don't think I really need the soul fire. I'm not really going to be standing on top of this farm too frequently, and so I won't really be seeing the flame itself. I'll really only be seeing the smoke. That's the whole point of this. The smoke is the main thing I want. So I'm going to place it on all 4 corners, and then usually what I like to do with these farms is add a little bit of pixel art. Sometimes with the creeper farm, I'll add some gunpowder, or I'll add the face of a creeper, just so it's a little more fitting. Either of those really works, and it should be pretty easy for me because I have a ton of wool right now. I have all those sheep down there, I shear them all the time, and I also have a decent amount of flowers and whatnot for dye. So if we go away, if we go a little bit over here, look at that. I think that looks a lot better. We added a little bit of smoke. And I can do the same thing with the other farm too if I wanted to. If I wanted to hop up on top of this sugarcane farm. Let's fly up. We have to be careful. I'm not very good with an elytra. We can pretty much do the same thing. Like I said, I'll probably make this out of blackstone. But if I wanted to, I could just add like 1 campfire there, and then just around here add some, you know, deep slate slabs, something like that. Almost so it's like a chimney or something on top of this farm. It really fits. It looks good. And then if we fly down here, I think that looks really nice. Once the whole thing's made out of blackstone, it'll look a lot nicer. So I think what I'm going to do now is probably just grab some wool from downstairs. Not downstairs, from the underground base. and dye it a bit, and then make some pixel art. I can easily just look up pixel art on Google or Pinterest or something, and find some good pixel art designs, see what I want to do, and it should ultimately look pretty nice. Alright, well, there we go. I made some pretty cool looking gunpowder pixel art. I was actually going to make some pixel art for the sugarcane farm, but I ran into some issues. It's really hard to make a good sugar pixel art because there's not a lot of different white colored dyes and wool and stuff. And to make a sugarcane itself pixel art, out of green wool, I don't really have all the green dyes or really enough. I think I have like one cactus, maybe from a desert, I don't even know. And so I don't really have the green dyes, and so we'll make some pixel art in the future. But regardless, I think the sugarcane, or the gunpowder, looks pretty nice, and I think this farm looks really cool. If I end up needing more gunpowder, I can always add more layers to this farm. I can make it bigger and bigger, move the pixel art up a little bit, but for now, I think this should be good. I won't need tons of sugarcane, and I won't need tons of gunpowder, because I really want to use my elytra, but I'm also going to be pretty cautious with it, just because it is really easy to take a lot of damage, take a lot of fall damage with your elytra, and accidentally hurt yourself, and I really don't want that happening. I want to play it safe. This is hardcore, and I really don't want to die, at least not for a while in this world. But anyways, guys, that's all for this episode. I really hope you guys did enjoy. Hopefully you found these tutorials and farms useful, like the sugarcane farm, gunpowder farm. I know I didn't do a tutorial for the gunpowder farm, but I've done so many other tutorials. I linked them down below, like I said, and they should be pretty easy to follow. But if you guys did enjoy, found this useful, found this helpful, please consider dropping a like and subscribing on the channel. It really does help me out, and the immense support you guys have given me on this series lately is insane. So thank you guys so much. Lots of really cool builds coming up. Definitely want to do a lot of builds with this underground village and make this underground village just look absolutely amazing. I have tons of plans. I have tons of house plans. The only downside is I really wish we could have made this cave base in a lush cave spinal, but unfortunately they still haven't added lush caves. The only way to go into a lush cave is to actually make a lush caves world, make it a single biome world. There is no lush caves in, normal Minecraft spawn generation, anything like that yet. But hopefully it will be added pretty soon. But regardless, we're making some good progress. We have some of these small village houses. Some of these houses out of rocks I think look pretty good. Obviously this whole cave's a bit of a mess right now because of this whole situation I got going on, but maybe in the next episode or sometime soon we'll make ourselves a house so that we can get rid of this and start to make this look a bit more organized. I want to add some paths, add some more lighting, glow like and stuff like that, and I think in the end this cave base will look really nice. But like I said, anyways, that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is JWhisp, and I will see you guys all in the next episode.